just do it. If you are here and listening to this interview, that means you've done something really good in your life, that you are here and listening to this. Just start it. Just sign up for the Ultimate Course Formula and take one step at a time.
Hello everybody and welcome to our next episode of Course Creation Show. My name is Iman Aghay, the founder of Success Road Academy, the creator of Ultimate Course Formula, and your host of Course Creation Show. And I am super excited for my next speaker, Parvin. There are different types of speakers that we have on Course Creation shows. Certain speakers are experts in course creation, in marketing, and they've been doing course creation and marketing for course creation for many, many years. And we have the other group of course creators, guests on the show, where these are ordinary experts. They're not ordinary experts. That's not the best way of describing it. There are experts in their field, but they are not online course creation experts. They are experts in health field, in management, in personal development, in all the other things. But they have created their course successfully by using Ultimate Course Formula, which is the method, is a system that I share. And by using that, they have successfully created and launched their online course. And hearing their stories makes a huge difference and impact in the way that you are going to create your own course, and is going to help you to see your next steps and see the value of following a step-by-step process and make a huge difference in your success. So one of the people that I'm so excited to talk with is Parvin. And Parvin has an amazing course. We're going to talk about her course. We're going to talk about all the things that she has done to create her course successfully, and how her, I think, Parvin, you've been working with me for the past 4 months, something like that. How long have we been working?
Less than that. I met you end of February, the last live event in LA, and then I joined at the end of March, and then I took your Ultimate Course Formula.
Yeah, so that's kind of like from April, probably like April, May, right? So, so right now that we are recording this, for those of you who are watching the recording, right now is mid-August. So probably somewhere from April, May, June, July, August, so like around 4 months, around 3.5, 4 months. That Parvin has been following Ultimate Course Formula, and then later on she joined my lead mastermind program, where we help our students to go to the next level. Now, here is the thing. One of the things that I always share with people is that you can create courses in many different target markets on many different topics. So online courses are not just about one particular type of target market that work. I've seen courses in almost any target market, any topic you can imagine, that people have created courses successfully. And Parvin's course is actually one of the most amazing courses. And so we're going to begin with Parvin. Parvin, tell me about your background, about your story, like kind of what got you excited about what you do today, and how you decided to create an online course.
Thank you, Iman, for giving me this opportunity to talk about it. I'm very excited to be here and to be interviewed by you. I had passion for health and wellness from childhood. And then I had many experiences with family that led me to that. I want to be a healer. I want to be a doctor. Finally, at the time that I graduated from high school, I wanted to go to medical school, and I was doing my best to achieve that. But unfortunately, war between Iran and Iraq started, and medical schools were closed. We were getting bombed every night. We were living in Tehran. So I decided to go to another country to study, but because I was the first child of my family, they didn't want me to go very far. And I came to know that India has best medical schools and they have hands-on with medical school. So I got very lucky and I could get admission to one of the best medical school in India called Bangalore Medical College, which top 1% of the students from India, Indian student could get in. And I was the only foreigner in that university. So everybody knew me in the city, especially in that university. Mostly people were wearing saris and traditional dresses. And I was the only one who was not wearing that. I was trying to be like them, but only when I had interview with my professors and all that, I was wearing their saris, and they were very impressed to see me in sari, knowing that I'm from Iran and I'm wearing sari. But anyhow, I got my MD from India, and then I came to US after that to get my specializing in ophthalmology. That was the field that I wanted to get my specializing in it. And I knew because it's high tech and US is the best place for that. I came here, I got married, then I had 2 children, and I always say my MD became DM, Dr. Mom. So while I was raising my children, I decided that I don't want to get out of touch with what I had so much passion for it. So I started getting all kinds of licensing. I took a licensing course from the largest institute of nutrition called IIN, and I got my certification. And then I got many other certifications. I got certification for holistic health coaching. Now I have the science of medical and the Eastern part of me with all natural that I knew because I'm from tribal family. And then I learned everything about holistic health coaching and all the other aspects of a human being. So I put the alchemy of these 2 knowledge together, and then I started my own company called Radiant Wellness, which my motto is, Radiant Health is within you, you're rich with Radiant Wellness. So I started seeing clients, and I started seeing clients successfully just with word of mouth. I had my clients that they were coming to me. I was giving them a free consultation, and then they were signing up for 6 months program, paying me $3,000. So I was doing that, and it was wonderful. I was working one-on-one with my clients, getting wonderful results. The results were so awesome that we have a doctor here who's a concierge doctor whom I had 3 couples from his practice. And the result he saw within 6 months, the weight loss from people who were 75 plus and lower blood sugar level and lower blood pressure level. And he was just reducing their medicine. Finally, one day he asked one of them, the 3rd couple came to them and he asked, what you guys are doing, you're getting this result. You're losing weight, you're getting off of medicine, and you're looking good, younger and all that. And they said, we have hired this Persian nutritionist doctor who is helping me with all of this. So his secretary called me and said that Dr. Lagrelius wants to fly you to Catalina Island in his private jet to just find out what you do with his patients that they are doing so good for lunch. So anyhow, we went there, and then he was very impressed. Still, he talks about it. And then he says, I don't believe in anything that she does, but she gets the result because she's so much into just medical field, not the holistic part. So that was what I was doing, one-on-one clients. And I'm one person, I'm one client at a time. How many clients I could see? Finally, this COVID happened. And at COVID time, with this pandemic, I feel like there are curses in COVID and there are gifts in it too. One of the gifts was that when I met you, I was going to sign up with someone else who was local for my course creation. And the only reason I didn't sign up with you was because you were in Canada and she was in LA. So what I did was I didn't go with you first, but then when we went online, I said, I'm going to sign up with Iman because now the whole world is a village online and on Zoom. We are all together on this. And that was the best thing I did in my life. I went to medical school. I got tons of certification. I'm sitting in my office. I have like 20 certification around me. I have medical license on the wall. But to those of you who are new with Iman, and this is your first time seeing this online, I just want you to know that he always says, you already won lottery, and really you won lottery, because this person is an amazing person. And the moment I met him and the moment I started working with him, all aspects of my life has changed. It is not just professionally, personally too. I have been working on myself from childhood on different paths of spirituality, from Iran Sufism to India temples to US, again back to Sufism, then Gnosis and many other things. But the things that I am learning from Iman, being so genuine, so generous with his time, with his offering, like you just join his program and he says that you're going to contact one of our coaches, certified coaches, and get, but anytime you need him, he's right there. And as if he doesn't sleep and he doesn't have anything else to do. And he's right there for you. So this was the best thing that has happened in my life, meeting you, Iman. And I say that from bottom of my heart. And I want to tell to those who are hearing this for first time and hearing Ultimate Course Formula, online, lead, all those things, which when I heard for first time, for me also, it was like you guys were talking Japanese or Chinese and I couldn't understand anything. But Iman makes this course so easy. If you can just read and write and have a passion that you want to follow, you can take this course, you can create your course, and you cannot even believe yourself what you've done within no time. This is my personal experience. I don't have any affiliation with Iman, nothing. I have just taken his course, but that's what has happened to my life. So many things has happened in my life, I cannot even say it. Even in personal level, I am even moving I'm moving from this city to another city, which I was living here for last 22 years. And I was feeling like I'm like a stagnant water. Now I want to be a river and join the ocean. And your course is helping me with that.
By the way, I've not paid her.
Nothing. I don't know. To anyone, anything that you believe, I swear, I don't have any affiliation with Iman. Nothing. Nothing.
I really appreciate it.
I don't even know him personally. I just know him professionally through his course online. He lives in Canada. I live in Los Angeles.
Thank you. So, Parvin, thank you very much for all the props and sharing your story. That's amazing. So, tell us a little bit about your course, because your course is, again, one of the things, like when we get to, I was actually talking with Ben House about this as well, that sometimes experts want to, like the moment that you talk to them, they say, I want to help everyone, like anybody under the sun, I can help and support. And I'm like, no, focus, make it about one thing, make it about one particular group of people or one particular challenge that they are facing. And obviously you focused on one very particular challenge, which happens to be a very big group of people having that challenge, but still is very particular.
Yes.
So tell us about your course. What's the name of your course? What's the thing? What does it offer to people?
Hi, this is Iman Aghay, and you're listening to the Course Creation Show. If you haven't signed up for our free 90-minute training on how to create and launch your online course in an 8-step simple process and create your course in the next 60 days, go to ultimatecourseformula.com and sign up for our free training. This is going to be amazing for you. So go to ultimatecourseformula.com and discover the 8 steps that can help you create and launch your online course in 60 days or less. Now, back to the show.
My course, amazingly, it's called SOS, Success Over Sugar. When I met you, and the first thing I shared with you was that you told me, you cannot be this general. You need to have focus. You need to have niche. And I was the kind of person, are you kidding me? I have medical background. I have holistic background. I have so much knowledge. Everybody can use my knowledge. Why should I focus on one particular group of people? And then I had resistance about that. I went around it and I didn't want to do that. But finally I said, okay, I have passion for people with diabetes because I know that they end up with losing their sight, which is very important to me, and losing a limb or something that happened to my own uncle when I was growing up due to uncontrolled diabetes. So I said, okay, let me just follow his formula on Ultimate Course Formula, and let's put this in it and see what happens. And I'm going to go and work on people with high blood sugar level. And I started doing market research. On my market research, when I did, I came to know that people are consuming way more sugar than they should. Like every year they are consuming, average person, not even addict, is consuming 156 pounds of sugar, which one of my friends called me and said, is this ginger from Costco healthy? And I looked at it and it had in 80 gram of that ginger product had 60 gram of sugar. That means it was 20 gram of ginger and 60 gram of sugar. And people hear so much about benefits of ginger. It's such an anti-inflammatory thing. It helps with many things. So let's have this. And they don't know how much sugar they're putting in their body and how much damage they are causing. So I started with that. I did my market research. And when I talked to, I think 20 people. When I interviewed them, I talked to people who were like 100 pounds overweight, and I knew they have, because people who are having too much sugar in their diet, and their diet, which is not balanced, you can see that in their skin, you can see that in their hair, in their body, everywhere. But I saw how much denial is there. But through your course and the support that I got, I didn't give up. I went from sugar addiction to sugar craving.
Right, you're right. Your course was sugar addiction at first.
Yes, and
Right.
I changed it to sugar cravings. And now it was very mellow, and people could identify with that. Oh yeah, I have sugar cravings, but they didn't want to admit that they are sugar addicts.
They were very, very resistant to sugar addiction. Like when you were talking,
The
like,
word,
"Oh,
yeah.
let's talk about the sugar addiction." They're like, I don't have addiction.
No.
I remember that.
Yes.
I just remember this, right? You're right. Okay.
But I remember with the support that I got from group in my class with Ultimate Course Formula, they helped me to change that addiction to cravings. Guess what? Now I started my course, and I am on my 4th class tomorrow night. And then I have 13 people in my class.
Congrats.
And 13 people, by the end of second session, second class, all of them admitted they are sugar addicts. They all had resistance first, but now they admit it and they love it. And I have 2 doctors in my course who signed up to take my course. I have a nurse, I have an engineer, I have a lawyer from Turkey, I have a person from Hawaii who's taking my course. So I have these people from around the world who are taking my course, and they are so looking forward to next one and next one and next one. And it's amazing. And they paid for my first course, and they are taking it. And they are coming no matter what's going on in their life, they are attending. And if they are missing, they just email me and ask, could you send a slideshow? Could you tell us what you did? What was the homework? We want to do it. We want to prepare for next session. Even my doctor,
Wow,
who's a practicing doctor.
That's fantastic. Like that, having dedicated clients coming online, listening to you, following the system and structure, and that's so amazing. That's so amazing to hear. Now, you mentioned that there were 13 students in the program and you did 20 market research calls. Just so we are clear about this, because many people have a different understanding of the word market research. What we are referring to here is something that we call it Iman's 8 golden questions. It's a very specific type of market research. It's not what you would know as the regular generic market research. It's there's very specific 8 questions to it, and that's within the Ultimate Course Formula. So if you don't know about the Ultimate Course Formula, you can go to ultimatecourseformula.com. You can sign up for a free webinar that happens tomorrow at 11 a.m. And you can just learn about the system, the process, and also join the program if the program made sense to you at that point. But what we are talking about here is the 20 market research calls. That's technically 20 8 golden questions researches. And then from there, you said that you had 13 students sign up.
Yes.
So like 65% of people who went through your initial market research signed up for the course. How much did you price the course?
My course is $997. I give 50% off because I am creating this course while teaching them, and I am learning so much. Actually, I should pay them because I'm learning so much and creating this. When I'm creating the slideshows, I really don't know how this comes to me and how this happens. Like, I am truly, I am telling everyone, if you just know how to read and write, you can do this. You can do this. I knew nothing about anything online, nothing about slideshows, nothing about market research. Are you kidding me? I was just word of mouth. My clients were coming to me just with word of mouth. I didn't do LinkedIn. I didn't do Facebook. I didn't do anything online, nothing. And now I'm learning, and it's so exciting that to learn these things. First, I was so overwhelmed with hearing all the terminology that I was actually overwhelmed and panicked. But now I'm learning, and it is turning, that overwhelm is turning to excitement. And everything, like, I'm taking it easy. And while the first class that I ran, I was thinking, what am I doing here? How I'm gonna do this? I've never done this. And then after it finished, I said, oh my God, this was easy. This is easier than sitting with client in your office. And online, in your own house, you sit in your own room at the convenience of your house. So it's amazing. And I always believed in ripple effect. I wanted to teach my clients something that's going to have effect on their family, and then extended family and society. And like this, I can have more ripple effect with my knowledge, which I'm really passionate about it, and to give it to everyone.
Absolutely. That's amazing. That's phenomenal. Actually, just hearing your story. And you know, the thing is that so many people want to create their online course and they're overwhelmed with the technology, they're overwhelmed with the marketing, they're overwhelmed. And I always tell them, just do it one step at a time. There are 8 steps. We just take one step at a time. We just focus on that one step. You don't need to solve problems you don't have today. Don't fix something that is not that you don't have that problem today, and just focus on that one step. Get the students and start teaching. And yes, sometimes people are even resistant to, like, I don't want to teach a course that I don't want to sell a course that I haven't taught. Now, Parvin, you're just experiencing this. How different would your course be if you were teaching it without having audience who had paid showing up on your class?
It would have been very different if I didn't have that. I think it's much better because there is value in it now. There is value for my clients, for my students who are online, and value for me. I know that with teaching this, I am creating something bigger. And they know, they are so serious about it. They are texting me, they have their own Facebook group, they have questions, even they are at shopping at the store, they contact me and they send something and say, oh, I cannot do the same shopping that I was doing 2 weeks ago. I need to change the way. And they are losing weight, they are feeling better, they are having so much fun. It's very different. And I remember when your team, Terran, when I talked to Terran, he said, first you need to sell your course. And I said, oh, how can I sell my course? Help me here, I'll sell it later. He said, no, go sell your course and then come here. And then when I told him that I have 2 doctors in my class, he said, oh, then it's time for you. Then I can help you with your next level. Right. Because now you sold and you know that you can sell your course. Exactly. It's very different. We need to, it's amazing that how you push us in your course, that we need to sell our course first. I can share something with all of you, honestly. You sell something that you don't even have. I created the first slideshow after I sold. And I was thinking, how can I sell something that I don't have? But Iman trusted me more than me. He had more trust in me. He told you can do it, and I listened to that. But I didn't know I can do it. But I just needed to take the steps one step at a time. And I have like little sticky notes here. Take action, massive radical action. Just do it, just do it. That Nike thing, just do it. Just get up and do it. Just one step at a time, and it happens.
Exactly.
It just creates itself. The course somehow creates itself when you take action. But I know one thing, in any type of growth, in any aspect of our lives, we need 2 things. One is path and one is teacher. And the path here is ultimate course formula. And teacher are Iman and his group, that mentors, certified mentors who can hold your hand and believe in you when you don't even believe in yourself.
And that's actually a very big part of the work that actually we do on a regular basis with the students we work, because many times when they begin working, they simply either have their own idea of what to do, which is not really aligned with the best practices. Not that they can't do it that way, it just will take them like 6 years or like a year or 2 years, as opposed to like following our model would take them like 8 weeks. And the other thing is that the self-limiting beliefs that come up, and the other thing is that, like, sometimes we'll launch something and it doesn't work, and when people are beginning, they get emotionally attached to their first action. And I mean, in Parvin's case, I always say this, actually, I say sometimes the success of your entire marketing, the success of your entire course is dependent on one word. One word, right? So in Parvin's case, it was changing addiction to craving.
Exactly.
She would never learned that if she hadn't followed that system, if she hadn't talked to people, she hadn't seen the feedback, if she had created her course entirely on addiction, if she had all her marketing on addiction, she would probably get 1/10 of the sales and the success of her course on cravings. It's the same thing. It's the same course, except
one word is changed.
one word has changed. That one, the target market has resistance to. The other one, the target market totally understands and follows. We had another student of ours that he was creating a course. I actually don't know what happened with his course. He just changed it a couple of weeks ago. So I actually don't know what happened, but like he was creating a course called Financial Success for Single Moms. And when he put the market message out, he got the feedback that you shouldn't call it financial success for single moms, make it money management for single moms. And I mean, he posted first with financial success for single moms, and barely he got any responses. Turned that to money management for single moms, and suddenly like he started getting people wanting to talk to him and give him feedback and everything. He just changed his approach to already, like it was similar. It's a similar course. It's the same course. It's just the word is different, but it makes a huge, massive difference in your business and in your success and the way that you approach things. So the importance of following the system and sticking to it, and knowing everything you put out is a test. You put it out, you test it, you see how it responds, how it works. And if you need to adjust it, just adjust it, go to the next level. So that's actually amazing, Parvin. I'm very proud of you, very proud of you. I can't tell you like how proud of you I am, because, you know, actually, here's the thing I'm proud of you the most: your flexibility, and the fact that although you are so knowledgeable, here is one of the things that at Successful Academy, one of the biggest challenges we have is with people who have a lot of knowledge and have been in the industry for many years, because we tell them this is what you need to do in terms of for example, like this is what you need to do in market research. And they say, I know my market. I don't need to do the market research. I don't need to talk. I know exactly what people are like. It's not just about that. It's about like a million other things. Oh no, I'm already good at this. I'm already good at this. And with you totally checked out your ego. You're like, in this, I'm a student and I want to learn. I want to learn how to do this, right?
Beginner. Yes.
And you went for it fully. You implemented it, and obviously you got results because you listened, you followed, and you did the work that you were supposed to do, and that's amazing. Here is another thing. I always say your online course is supposed to be a filtration process to the next level of people working with you at a deeper level. Now, before working with us, you even had a deeper level, right? You were working with people one-on-one, right? So what's happening with that? Are you still working with people one-on-one, or have you increased your price for your one? Well, like what has happened with it?
Yes, I increased my one-on-one to 5,000 from 3,000, and my mastermind is going to be around 15,000 for a year long.
That's okay. So here's what happened with the course. So not only did you create the course, but now that you have the course has enabled you to increase the value,
yes,
and for that matter, the price of working with people one-on-one. And here is one thing: the difference between the value and the price is, for like, I'm actually explaining this to the audience more than you, but for the like the way that it works is that first, to be able to increase your prices, you have to increase your value. When you increase your value of the work that you are doing, value of the results that people get, then you can increase your price. You never want to increase your price for something that doesn't have value, because even if some people buy it at the beginning, they're going to be very unhappy with it. So you always increase the value, and as you increase the value, you increase the price, because now you have more demand and you have less kind of power to supply, unless you are going entirely online or you're going entirely in a group format. But for the higher end packages, the accountability and support level is high. So that's why we always talk about this, that you need to increase your prices for your accountability and support to be able to maintain the market. Doesn't mean that you increase your prices to the level that nobody's signing up or people aren't getting value. That means that you're increasing your prices to control the demand on the supply power that you have. So, Parvin, I am, as I said, like, I'm very proud of you, very happy for you, for the changes that you made. And I know that soon, well, right now you're teaching your session 4 of the class, and soon is gonna actually, you're gonna relaunch the course, and now you're gonna go public with it, where you're going to have lots of case studies and lots of sample from the people inside the course. Obviously you had success, like a lot of success before this, but now you're gonna have success from people within the course that people are buying, which is gonna be amazing. I know that you have a gift for people who are listening to us and watching us live or watching us on YouTube. So can you tell us a little bit about your gift?
My gift is a drink. It's an immune booster drink recipe that I teach my clients, and they are very happy with it, and it boosts your immunity, especially at this time of Corona, that you want to have a stronger immunity, because we hear some people get Corona and nothing happens to them, and some people get it and they go through hell and back. So I have this recipe, very easy recipe, which takes few minutes to make it, and you can keep it in the fridge, you can freeze it, and you can take it regularly every day, and you can keep up your immunity and then be a healthier person.
Fantastic. Okay, well, that's one of the most delicious gifts anybody has given. Is it delicious?
It is delicious.
Awesome, perfect. Just telling you, I'm gonna actually start making, because this is the second time or third time I'm hearing about your immune boosting.
Immune booster, yes.
Yeah, and I've heard lots of good feedback about this. So I'm actually gonna make that, put some in my fridge, and just have. Should you have once a day, like twice a day, like what?
You can have 2-3 times a day, depending on how you feel, but it helps with joint pain, it helps with immunity, it decreases inflammation, it even helps with recovering from illness. It has lots of yellow and orange pigments in it, which causes happiness in action.
Awesome, fantastic. So, Parvin, one last question, and I'm gonna put you on the spotlight here. Okay, so I always ask one question from my guests. What's your #1 tip for success in one sentence?
Exactly what Nike says, just do it. If you are here and listening to this interview, that means you've done something really good in your life, that you are here and listening to this. Just start it. Just sign up for the Ultimate Course Formula and take one step at a time. Even if you don't know any of the vocabulary that Iman or others are using in this talk, just start it one step at a time, and if you have passion, you can read and write, you can do it.
Amazing. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Parvin, for being with us and doing this interview. I look forward to seeing you at one of our classes, event seminars coming up soon. Well, we kind of officially had a class this afternoon, which I can't be there because I'm doing the summit interviews, but look forward to seeing you in the next class. Thank you very much. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the day, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.